Can you burp in space? How did NASA lose its $125 million orbiter? Why are Vikings' weapons stronger in their era? If you want to know, watch the video till the end. Without further ado, let's start the countdown. Number 20. Human bodies are radioactive. If 100 million average humans are kept in an isolated place for 8 hours, they will emit enough radiation to kill each one of them within 20 days, that is 5 million humans daily. This is because we eat, drink, and breathe radioactive substances that are naturally present in the environment. Number 19. During the 19th century, being buried alive was common. This is also called premature burial. Doctors in those days didn't have the knowledge or resources to distinguish between comas, paralysis, or death. So a lot of people used to wake up inside a coffin, underground. When humans found that out humans were buried alive, they developed a phobia called taphophobia, or taffyphobia. Number 18. Rare black chicken. This is a rooster actually, it's entirely solid black. The meat, skin, organs, bone marrow, tongue, eyes and even the egg it lays. Each egg costs approximately 50 cents, and bird currently goes for $32 to $35 or 2,500 rupees. Number 17. Polychoria. An extremely rare condition, where a human eye contains extra pupil in an eye. Polychoria is often congenital, which means it is present from birth. It may develop a poor vision, abnormal long eyelashes, glaucoma, and polar contrasts. However, the general cause of this is still unknown. Number 16. When there were no clocks, candle clocks were used, that burned for a set amount of hours. If anyone wanted to set an alarm, they used to push a nail at the desired time length in the candle, and when it is melted to that point, the nail would fall and make a sound on the metal holder, alerting them. These candles were made from 72 pennyweights of wax and were each 12-inch tall and of equal thickness. Number 15. If you have bad dental hygiene, you may get rejected for being an astronaut. This is because, during the launch phase, an astronaut has to endure a force of up to 4 times their own body weight. Ill-fitting dental fillings could become loose or fall out, and the atmospheric pressure change may be painful when cavities are present. So, if you want to become an astronaut, make sure you have good dental hygiene. Number 14. In Japan, it's an extremely rare event for a train to arrive late. But when it happens, they take it very seriously. The train conductors will walk around and personally apologize to everyone on the train, instead of just announcing it on the mic. The best part is, if a Japanese train is 5 minutes late or more, its passengers are issued with a certificate. They can show this to their boss or teacher as an excuse for being late. Number 13. Most dolphins and whales in the ocean don't drink ocean water, because it's too salty for them. It's because if they would drink seawater, they would actually use more water, trying to get rid of the salts, than they drank in the first place. Most of their water they get is from their food, that is fish and squids. Although they live in water, they live as desert animals, since they have no direct source of water. Number 12. Australia is a home for over 10,000 beaches. If you were to visit a new beach every day, it would take you 27 years to visit every beach in Australia. It's because Australia's coastline stretches almost 50,000 kilometers. And Australia beaches are so beautiful that 90% of the Australians live on the coast. Number 13. Experts have found a chewing gum, which is more than 5,700 years old, at an archaeological site in Denmark. It was made up of birch resin. The DNA in the gum was so well preserved that researchers were able to offer a glimpse of the girl who had chewed it and a snapshot of her life. Experts said that it's the first time they have extracted so much information from anything other than ancient bones or teeth. Number 12. Until 2007, 5 rupees Indian coins were initially smuggled to Bangladesh through West Bengal. Bangladesh smugglers melted these 5 rupees coins and made 7 blades, which are worth 25 rupees with a single 5 rupee coin. After knowing this, RBI, Reserve Bank of India, changed the metal used for making 5 rupee coins. The new ones will not be lucrative for melting. The new metallic content of the 5 rupee coin will reduce its attractiveness for smugglers. Number 11. Oysters make pearls so that they can feel better. When a grain of sand gets stuck in their bodies, they ease the pain and irritation by multiple layers of nacre, the mineral that lines the inside of their shells, and pearls begin to form. Quality cultured pearls require a sufficient amount of time, Generally at least 3 years for a thick layer of nacre to be deposited, resulting in a beautiful, gem-quality pearl. Basically, pearls are like blisters, only much prettier. Number 10. It's impossible to burp in space. When you burp on Earth, gravity keeps down the solids and liquid from the food you've just eaten, so only the gas escapes from your mouth. In the absence of gravity, the gas can't be separated from the liquids and solids, and it becomes impossible to burp without also throwing up. Number 9. Polar bears can't be detected by infrared cameras. These animals are heated perfectly, due to a thick layer of blubber under their skin and a dense fur coat covering their body. But their outer layer stays the same temperature as the snow around them. That is why they are invisible in infrared cameras that are aimed to detect the heat lost by a living subject. Number 8. DNA. One of the most heard term in the biology. The length of your DNA can stretch from the Sun to Pluto and back 17 times, or from Earth to Sun and back 600 times. The human body contains about 37 trillion cells with 23 DNA molecules encased within each of them. So if you were to uncoil all of the human cells and lay them out end to end, a row would reach up to 34 billion miles, or 54.7 billion kilometers. Number 7. Sarah Rector, a 10-year-old girl in 1913, was known as richest colored girl in the world. Her family was given land which is not suitable for farming. Unknowingly, the land contained so much oil that produced 2,500 barrels of oil daily. Soon she received daily revenue of $300, which is $2.6 million annually today. She even got marriage proposals from worldwide at the age of 12. Number 6. There's a place called Magnetic Hill, located near Leh in Ladakh. It is said to have magnetic properties strong enough to pull the car uphill. Actually, it's not true. I mean, cars move by itself, but the magnetic force acting on it is not. It's because the layout of the area and surrounding slopes create the optical illusion of a hill. The hill road is actually a downhill road. Number 5. NASA once lost $125 million Mars orbiter because Lockheed Martin engineering team used English units of measurement while the agency's team used the more conventional metric system for a key spacecraft operation. The units' mismatch prevented navigation information from transferring between the Mars Climate Orbiter spacecraft team at Lockheed Martin in Denver and the flight team at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory in Pasadena, California. NASA chief said mistakes happen, but this mistake costed us $125 million. Number 4. In 1963, the Bronx Zoo had an exhibit called The Most Dangerous Animal in the World. It was a mirror. It has a text underneath it saying you are looking at the most dangerous animal in the world. It alone of all the animals that ever lived can exterminate, and has, entire species of animals. Now it has the power to wipe out all life on Earth. The creator of this might had a vision of animals. Number 3. Vikings used the bones of slain animals and the bones of their dead ancestors when smithing new weapons, believing this would enchant the weapon with the animal's spirit. This actually made the weapons stronger. They couldn't have known that in so doing, they actually were forging a rudimentary form of steel, because the carbon in the bones coupled with the iron made a primitive version of steel. Their rituals were so handy at that time. Number 2. Time runs extremely slow near a black hole. The closer you move towards the black hole, the slower the time moves. As you get to closer the accretion disk, the time starts getting slower. When you reach the event horizon of the black hole, the time freezes for a person outside the black hole, but for you, everything seems normal. But remember that there are many theories saying you may die before entering the event horizon. Number 1. Atoms consist of 99.99999% empty space. Oof. That's a lot of nines. An atom consists of a tiny nucleus surrounded by a cloud of electrons that spread over a proportionately vast area. So, if you were to remove the empty space from all the atoms of all 7 billion human beings, they would fit inside a single sugar cube. And our Earth would be about the size of an orange or a baseball. You might be thinking if it's possible. After doing some research, I found out that it's possible. There are some planets like this which compress themselves, removing all the empty space, and they are called neutron stars. Here's a shout out for all the guys who subscribe to my channel. Thank you, subscribers. So here are 20 mind-blowing facts. Comment down your favorite facts. If you are not subscribed yet, then what are you waiting for? subscribe. Don't forget to leave a like and share the video too.